When we talk about marketing, there is a thin line connecting companies like McDonald, Burger King, and Pornhub. Let's find out what the line is, and let's hope that I'm not gonna get in trouble. Hi guys, Fabio Palvelli here with another video. Today we're going to continue our conversation about marketing for artists and designers, and we're going to expand a little bit on this topic by introducing the law of the opposite. So what is the law of the opposite? If you remember, in my latest video about marketing, we talked about the first rule of marketing, the rule of leadership, which essentially says that in business, being first is better than being better. So as creatives, if we cannot be first, what else can we do that can help us and our business to better positioning in our industry? The law of the opposite says that if we are entering a market where there are already market leaders, one way to gain a slice of that market is by trying to be the opposite of what our competition is. In other words, we need to aim at being different. Of course, easier said than done, like with everything. Now, being different sounds like an oversimplification, and it probably is. Still, it is actually a very important element of strategy to consider, especially in the creative industry where a lot of artists and designers are trying to do the same thing. So how is this rule relevant to us? If we look at consumers, even within the business realm, we have two kinds of buying behaviors. Clients want to buy from market leaders and those who don't. And so it is your job as a creative to understand how to appeal to this second group. When Pepsi entered the market of sugary drinks, taking a stab at Coca-Cola, the public opinion was split. On one end, there were people who wanted to buy into a newer product. On the other, there was skepticism. Why would we leave an established brand for something that we do not know anything about? And so Pepsi, who was under the lead of the legendary CEO John Scully, he came up with this idea for the Pepsi Generation marketing campaign, where the core message basically was, if you're old, you drink Coke. If you're young, then you belong to the Pepsi generation. Steve Jobs was so impressed with this marketing idea of putting people into behavior groups that he actually ended up hiring John Scully to work as CEO of Apple. The story did not go so well, but maybe this is a topic for another video. Another two companies that can be used as an example for the rule of opposites are McDonald's and Burger King. Burger King has used this idea of being everything that McDonald's wasn't in order to acquire new customers. And they've done it almost since their own inception. This has given birth to some of the most iconic marketing campaigns of our times. If you're a kid of the 80s and 90s like me, you probably remember the Have It Your Own Way or Have It Your Way campaign, where BK wanted you to be able to customize your sandwich, whilst this was not possible at McDonald's. Or maybe you remember the other one, which was like soggy versus crispy fries commercial, where Burger King was making fun of the way McDonald's fries were soft and ugly. But anyway, this sort of feud has been basically going on forever. It is actually still going on. If you Google Burger King versus McDonald's commercial, you're going to watch some of the funniest, most clever commercials of our times. One of my favorite is the Burger King commercial where they hijacked the movie It of 2017 with the message, never trust a clown. That commercial is hilarious. If you go and Google it, you'll find it. You'll see it's really funny. So at this point you might think, okay Fabio, but then to use the law of the opposite and claim our place in the market as the alternative to the market leader, do we necessarily need to attack other companies? And the answer is not. Enter Pornhub. What is Pornhub? Okay, I'm not even gonna pretend. What Pornhub did in order to grow their brand awareness was sort of genius. Pornhub understood that out there are two groups of people. One who watch porn and enjoys it, and another group who pretends that they don't. Sorry, I made myself laugh again. Maybe that was inappropriate. And so, despite the fact that pornography for a lot of people is still a taboo, Pornhub, they acknowledged the risk and they created essentially the first open marketing campaign about pornography. I think it launched in New York a few years back with very funny billboards all over the city. Back then, some people considered it to be scandalous. Some other people found it very, very funny. Let me know, what did you think of that campaign? Anyway, the intent behind their strategy was to grow trust with their user base, so to be able to start selling subscription. You see, the world of free pornography is a very dodgy world, so they figured that if they were going to implement any strategy, this had to be bold and courageous. And to be bold and courageous, your intentions need to be very clear. Okay, enough about this. I can already imagine some of you thinking, oh, Fabio, you know an awful lot about Pornhub. So to recap, what have we learned today? Brand awareness allows us to be recognized on the marketplace, and having a brand that is recognizable is a good thing. Now, in order to be effective in our effort to grow our brand, we need to be clear and understand what it is that our brand stands for. If we cannot be market leaders, then our message needs to be different. It needs to be alternative. It needs to be the opposite of what our competitors are trying to do. This is why we call it the law of the opposite. And I guess that's it. Let me know what you think about this video. I hope that you've learned something. I hope that it was useful somehow. I hope that at least it made you think about this kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. My name is Fabio Palvelli. See you guys next time.